So this just happened. They just announced these at 6 o'clock. Paul Scanes wins Rookie of the Year for the NL, and Luis Heel is your AL Rookie of the Year. First initial thoughts, Harrison Smith. Go.
What? That was my first initial thought when I read it was what? Or actually, I think to say it better, what?
Yeah.
I mean, I was absolutely shocked at the results. Now, I preface that by saying totally deserving guys, don't get me wrong,
Right.
but not at all how I expected that vote to go. I thought for sure this was going to be Jackson Merrill and Colton Cowser, and it wasn't going to be that close. NL, yeah, I think we talked about a week ago. That one was going to be close.
Yeah.
But
And
I
it
still
wasn't.
thought Merrill, and it wasn't that close. I still thought Merrill would pull it out. Scanes, fantastic this year. He was fantastic. Heel was fantastic for 3/4 of the year, then had a tough finish to the year. Cowser and Merrill hit all year, played big roles on teams that were in the playoffs. I mean, I can't say that the guys that won weren't deserving, but I did not think either of those guys was going to win this.
Yeah, I mean, I think me and you had Merrill winning just the fact that I know people are getting tired of this argument, but he played every day. Scanes is once every 5 or 6 days, whatever.
And he played a big role for a team that took a huge leap forward.
Yeah,
when he got going, that whole team took off.
Yeah, his go ahead and game tying home runs in the 9th inning all year long was unreal. And for a rookie to come up in the bottom of the 9th inning and to do that is incredible. But I mean, that vote wasn't even close. Paul Scanes got 23 of the 31st place votes. Jackson Merrill 7. So they essentially switched first and second place votes. So Merrill got 23 second place votes. And then in a distant third is Jackson Chourio with 26 third place votes. I thought it would have been closer than that for sure. But I mean, like you said, Scanes is deserving for sure.
Yeah,
I mean,
fantastic. Lights out.
The dude's nasty. I mean, his stuff's incredible. But this is the first time since I think it's 81 I saw that 2 starting pitchers have won Rookie of the Year. So no position player wins this year. First time in, I can't even do the math, but 81's a long time ago. 43 years. 43 years.
Well, that was my second thought was, wow, 2 pitchers, like you never see that.
Yeah.
Because you just haven't. I mean, you've had pitchers win for sure, but you haven't had 2 pitchers win it since 81, which is it's a long time.
Yeah.
But again, very deserving guys. Luis Heel was great for most of the year. Scanes was great. I mean, his stuff is electric. He might have one of the best arms in all of baseball, but I really thought at the end of the day, the voters would see the value that Cowser and Merrill delivered to teams in the playoffs. And they didn't. And it's okay. I mean, I'm okay with the winners. They weren't my choices, but it is what it is. And, and Doug feels the same way. Like, pitching stats were impressive for Heel. Not a huge fan of him winning, but I'm also not like super upset about it.
Yeah.
And then what's interesting in the AL is that you had Austin Wells finish kind of a distance third. So that's two Yankees in the mix.
Yeah.
For a team that really hasn't had any good young talent coming up until the last couple of years. It's been a while.
Right. Yeah. Luis Heel got 15 of the 31st place votes. Cowser got 13. And then Mason Miller and Cade Smith for the Guardians got a first place vote.
Wow.
So you know where that writer voted from. But
I didn't think anybody actually voted for anything about the Athletics, but
yeah. Well, I mean, Mason Miller he bursted on the scene and stuff too, but yeah.
Another electric arm.
But yeah, I mean, that race was a lot closer. 106 points total for Heel, 101 for Cowser. So that one was a lot closer. And I would have thought the NL would have been more like that than the AL was, but it's neither here or there. That's why I'm here, and I guess writers get to make the decision.
Yeah, but these are the same guys that screw up the Hall of Fame vote every year, so let's not give them too much credit.